I'm Blane Chocklett, and I'm a full-time fly fishing guide and fly designer. The one thing that people aren't thinking about when they're designing flies is they're always trying to make the fly track straight through the water and swim just perfect. But that's not really what a predatory fish is looking for. They're looking for the easiest meal that they can find. Just like a lion in the African plains is not going to be picking out the healthiest antelope in the herd. They're going to be looking for the wounded one, the youngest one, the oldest one, and those are all triggers in water as in land with predatory species, period. So something that looks wounded in the water, tracks off to the left or right, crumbles on top of itself, or just hovers there for a second, kind of kicked over to the side. One major design that I do with musky flies is I want to have that fly swimming forward, and at the last strip I want it to kick off, exposing the profile. And every time it's grabbed from the side, and they hold it just like a dog bone. That's the essential name for this fly, is the T-bone. And the reason it is we're giving them that T-bone shot. That's all brought together by the head design, which pushes the water and then immediately it'll kick it off left to right, but it also has to do with the whole articulation platform. The question I get asked the most over the past several years is, what is the head and the body material I use on the T-bone fly? Up until now, it has not been readily available to the fly tying public. I'm proud to say, with the collaboration of Flyman Fishing Company and myself, we are bringing Chocklett's body tubing into the fly tying market. This is my authentic body material that I've been using for several years. I haven't been able to find anything that replaces it. The way it's able to hold up to the constant abuse put on it during several days, weeks, and even months and years of fishing. And you essentially can expand this tubing and then turn it inside out, and you create a little bit of a ramp. This ramp effect will give you a platform for your bucktail to lay against, and that pushes it up. You can dictate the height of your body by how you put each dam moving forward. This one being at the tail, I don't want the height as much. When I push this back, I'm going to push it back over top of the bucktail. You can start building your taper using this technique without trying to manipulate it with thread wraps. This gives you the idea of mass without adding a lot of weight or bulk. One of the big problems with flies and being able to cast them well is to be able to keep the fly light. This material is airy, doesn't hold any water, and it's able to support the bucktail and not collapse. There's several colors, and depending on what size that you're using, will help you from anything from trout streamers all the way up to musky flies. So the more articulations, the more serpentine swimming action, and the more of the jackknife that you can get going back and forth in the water, which is constantly giving a trigger to the fish that you're after. And that's part of the reason we do figure 8 at the boat, because we're exposing the fly and giving the fish the profile at the last second at the boat on the turns.